I'll show you how to use a super trend indicator on TradingView. This is a very popular indicator because it's simple and effective. So if you go to indicators, then search for super trend, click this one, it will appear on the left hand side. What super trend does is it follows the trend of the asset with an offset of a certain amount, right? So the trend here, let's say that the trend starts here. So we have a price and you can see that the super trend is offset from the price by a certain amount. And what happens with the trend is that the offset will follow the price upwards by this set amount, but it will never follow the price down. So as you can see here, this offset of the super trend from the price is never broken through to the downside. So you have upside movements. The super trend is moving with the price upwards. As the price moves sideways or down, the super trend doesn't move. So it just goes sideways at the price it got to. The price moves up again, it didn't break down through it, so we move up and up and up. And then eventually what happens is the price goes sideways and down, the super trend doesn't move, the price breaks through that, and then of course you have to measure it from up here now because we're in a downtrend. So this downtrend is continuing. The downtrend doesn't keep moving down, the price moves back up, breaks through it. So what you're seeing here is essentially a trend of the price with a certain offset. And it moves up with the price but not down. If the price moves through it, then obviously that's a downtrend starting and you get the downtrend super trend. So uptrends are when the price is above it, moving upwards. That's an uptrend, obviously. So you're below it, looking at the price moving up. And then when the price moves down, that's obviously a downtrend here because you've broken through this offset. And that's where you get the red super trend. This is obviously a downtrend here. We can change the settings of the super trend indicator to either tightly follow or very loosely follow the trend, and give ourselves way more breathing room and volatility before the actual super trend indicator changes. What I mean by that is you can see here the green line, the super trend, is following the actual price quite closely. And as the price moves through it, it then is of course a downtrend because you got that breakdown of the trend. Now you can use this super trend indicator to follow the price more closely or actually be further away. So if you go to settings, it's the factor right here. So ATR length, I'd keep this as is, but factor, if I change this to something like 20 and press OK, notice how we are allowing for way more volatility in the price, right? So there is no change in the trend here. Obviously, that's way too far away. So let's go to something else. Maybe go to 10, press OK. That's tracking things way more closely. However, much further away than we were normally with the super trend indicator. So that allows for more volatility before actually the price movement breaks the trend and then goes into the downtrend. But of course, it also is in a downtrend much longer until we get this breakout. So for me, I would actually keep things as is. So if you go to reset settings, go to default settings, I think this is for the most part a decent way to track the indicator. A lot of people like to use a super trend indicator because of how clearly it tracks trends. So there's a few ways we can use this to trade. The first one is to wait for the price to break through some of the downtrends that occur. Now this is going to change depending on the asset, but for something like the Nasdaq index, it broadly goes higher over time. There are few and far between bear markets or downtrends that happen. So if you're in one of those downtrends or you wait for one of those downtrends, you can just wait and wait and wait until the price breaks through that. When the price does break through, it most of the time typically shows that the price is going to continue trending higher for a period of time after that. So if you want to wait until you break through and use that as an indicator to trade an entry, you can do that. Some of the downside here is that by the time the price is broken through, then it's obviously a lagging indicator. The price has already started trending higher and you may be a little bit late to the trade. However, with something like the Nasdaq or another index, typically uptrends tend to last quite a long time. And you can see that if you've traded this, most of the time, if you wait for a breakthrough here, it's a pretty decent trade and you can hold your trade for maybe 3, 6, 9 months after that. And it's a pretty decent trade to carry on with that trend. Now, the other way we can do this is actually waiting for these periods where you do get downtrends in whatever asset you're looking at. The reason being is that maybe you're a long-term investor and you're looking to maybe invest more during downtrends. Because if you really are long-term with a 5 or 10 year time horizon, then the best returns come in assets that are trending higher over time, but are in soft price periods. And you can very clearly see that from the super trend. The super trend will show you when prices are soft. So you can see the super trend very clearly go into a kind of bear market here and here and here. Those were typically pretty decent times to just buy and then forget about it and come back maybe in a few years' time after the recovery has taken place. The other thing is to simply, if you're trading, put your stop loss similar to the ATR. So the ATR could really be used as a stop loss, right? Because it follows the price up but not down. So if you're looking at the super trend and you're getting into a trade, you can see where the super trend is. It's about 15% below. You can put your stop loss around that level as well, and you can try and essentially trade with the super trend. It's a great trend following indicator. It really clearly shows everything. The downside here is that it's a lagging indicator, and so if you're trading shorter term, it kind of doesn't work as much. I think medium or longer term, this really can show you much larger trends, allowing for volatility of that trend. I'll leave some links to the exchanges I use. If you do trade, you can get some great deposit and trading bonuses on those via the links in the description below. I'm James, this is MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.